Welcome to this video. My name is Eva and I hope you have a good day. And in this video I will talk about self-sabotage and also the connection that shame plays into this whole situation of self-sabotage. So also disclaimer, it's a huge complex topic and huge topic. So this video is just my perspective on it and just some lessons that helped me along the way. So the first one for me was to understand that shame is a natural emotion that just sometimes happens when we, for example, do something that was not so good and we feel a little bit ashamed of that. For example, we were angry with our partner, didn't really feel good, or we wanted to go to bed earlier and we didn't go to bed early because we just randomly watched too much YouTube videos or whatever it is, no? So we feel a little bit mad about ourselves, a little bit ashamed maybe, and that's normal. But what is not good is if we are stuck in that emotion, and that can happen. For example, if you had traumatic things happen to you in your childhood or during your upbringing or in the past years, that destroyed maybe your self-esteem in a way, and that also made you believe certain beliefs that are not healthy. So for example, someone mistreated you, and instead of thinking, okay, this person did me wrong, you think I'm the wrong, I'm the error, I'm the broken person, I'm flawed, I'm horrible, I hate myself, all of that, no? Like those negative beliefs. And those negative beliefs, they will also translate into a really negative emotion about yourself. And those sabotage feeds off of this really negative emotion, of these feelings of embarrassment and shame. And so for example, in an extreme case, this can lead to self-sabotage in a healthy relationship. So for example, you are in a healthy relationship with your partner, but you, because of childhood trauma, you got the false narrative and the false belief that you're broken and that you're wrong and that you're a horrible person. So if you're in this healthy relationship, what can happen is that because you have those underlying feelings of shame, you seek relief outside of the relationship. That could happen that you, for example, you find someone who you find attractive apart from your partner, and then you text this other person, and first it's really quote unquote innocent, no? And you feel a little bit ashamed about yourself, but because you're stuck in this consistent shame about yourself and you think, yeah, I'm a horrible person anyways, so it doesn't matter, so you slowly start to slide into that possible cheating, no? So that could be a form of self-sabotage, or also, for example, self-sabotaging in your career. If you have a healthy career, that is great, but then because you had those negative beliefs about yourself, maybe you had a relationship in the past with a person who was abusive, and so you got this really negative self-belief, or you got bullied in school, whatever it is, and now you have this negative self-belief that you're not worthy of having enjoyment in your life or having a good life. It can happen that you subconsciously sabotage your great work experience, and that is of course super sad, no? Because every person deserves to be in a healthy relationship and deserves to have a good work experience, a good career. And yeah, and it can also another form of self-sabotage could be that you seek abusive partners, or you seek toxic partners, and toxic quote unquote, like partners that are really have do actions that are not okay to you, because you have that innate belief that you are not worthy anything healthy anyways. So self-sabotage can run super deep, and I think that in personal development, there is this notion that with discipline alone you can completely stop self-sabotage. And I think what I found for myself, what is actually a lot more long lasting and a lot better and a lot more effective, is to actually, instead of just using discipline, because when it comes to those types of things, discipline, at least in my opinion, doesn't cut it all. You really need to have that component of empathy for yourself and to work on those limiting or negative beliefs that you have about yourself. So for example, if you say in terms of your career, if you're in a healthy career and you feel like it feels really uncomfortable because life is going good and when life is going good, it goes against your inner belief that you are broken and the world is broken and you feel uncomfortable, then it can be super helpful to seek professional help via a therapist who can actually help you to clear this inner belief and to rewrite your belief and say, okay, to give back the shame that you maybe got from other people and give it back to those people. So to have that internal process to release that inner shame, I think that is so much better than to just say, just stop it, but to instead say, okay, why does this behavior happens? What is the root cause for it? What are limiting beliefs that have the foundation for that destructive behavior? How can we change those limiting beliefs so that we can later change the behavior that happens as a consequence to those limiting destructive beliefs? No, so that was super helpful to understand it, to have empathy for it, and to find also good ways on how to be kind to yourself. So number one is, of course, a happy, positive self-talk, and that can be really tricky and really difficult for people who had tough experiences in their life, and so they have a really negative self-talk. But if you improve your self-talk and if you speak more compassionately towards yourself in a less black and white manner, but in a more differentiated manner, you can actually really change a lot, and you can really, by being kind to yourself, you can really minimize, at least from my experience, the risk of self-sabotage. So yeah, and also some other things that could help you, of course, working with a professional therapist. Another thing could be journaling, writing down all your fears and things that you're scared of, and maybe that urge to self-sabotage, to write everything down. And then also you say, okay, this is just my inner child who's scared, and I need to step up and be the inner parent for my inner child in a way, and just be there for my inner child. And the inner child is maybe ashamed, but you can, as the adult version of yourself, you can really go to your inner child and say, hey, you don't need to be ashamed, and have empathy for that shame. And that's really the root cause on how you can kind of reprogram yourself to not self-sabotage. So yeah, another thing could also be meditation, to have positive affirmations that you listen to before you go to sleep, or if you go for a walk. So for example, I'm lovable, I like myself, I am worthy of healthy love, I'm worthy of having a good job, I'm worthy of going after my dreams. And yeah, so these are some tips that can really help with overcoming self-sabotage. To really the best way possible is to go to a professional, to a therapist, and work with this therapist to overcome those limiting beliefs, such as I'm a failure, I'm not good at anything, so that you can eventually change how you talk to yourself. So that's when the next time you go, for example, instead of going to sleep early, you say, the next morning you're angry with yourself and you say, I'm a horrible person, you can say, okay, I didn't go to bed at night, that was not really productive, but it's okay, the next day I will go to bed earlier. Or if you, for example, find yourself in a healthy relationship after you've been through a lot of traumatic relationships, you can tell yourself, okay, I'm scared, but that's okay, because I can be my own place of safety, and so that I don't need to seek chaos from other people or from other places. So yeah, so this was the video for today. What is your opinion on self-sabotage, on the role that shame plays in that whole journey? Write it down in the comment section if you want to, like the video if you want to, if not, not. And see you in my next video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to, and have a beautiful, wonderful day. Also check out my website, and yeah, see you.